Good morning, seventh graders. Welcome to our technology class. This is week 36, and we're moving along with our fashion projects, coding projects. And I know a lot of you are having fun with this. I've had some people come in and work on their projects in here, and I know that they've been really getting into them. So that is fun. I'm glad because it should be something fun. I was hoping to end the year with something fun. And I know coding is challenging, but in these lessons, in these projects, they allow you to be super creative, which is fun because then you can really think about what you want to design and how you want to make it. And you could really spend hours just playing around with all the different code blocks. And even like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but you can even take your own images and you can upload them into Scratch and you can use them. And so it's really cool how it's really just so, there's so much you can do with it. So if you haven't even started yet, we're moving on to lesson 5 this week. So I would highly recommend getting caught up because that will be quite stressful. If you're not even sure what to do, you should come at your lunch, come on in the tech room. We could sit on one of the computers. I could show you that way. You could even work on it in here. Why not, right? If like, say you have like a free period or something, come work on it. Even if I'm recording a video, I don't mind if you're sitting in here working at the computer. It doesn't bother me. So really just use your time. You're welcome to come in here, honestly, anytime you can come in. So if you guys have a break, come on down, hop on a computer and work on your work, okay? So that is there for you. Okay, so I want to show a few of the ones from last week, fashion innovation. So I'm going to shut my video off and I'm going to pull it up. So let's take a look at some of the kids that. Here's Caleb. Thank you. Wow, and he even made it change color. I really liked it. Caleb worked really hard on this one. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have Nathaniel. Let's see. Fashion innovation. Let's take a look. Click on anything here. Oh, his headband. These ears, oh wait, missed it. Missed it. These ears help me hear more. Okay. What else? The shoes make me run faster. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good, definitely, I would say a good start. You could maybe add in some music or think about some other features to add in there. Let's take a look at Ryan's. So I'm just actually kind of going through. Remember, you will get extra credit if you do some add-ons, but you just have to let me know which ones you did. Well, let's take a look at Ryan. Hello. I am a normal human just like you. Yes. And he has a little cat on here. Definitely, let's see. It definitely looks like quite the stylish being that you've created. Maybe you could add more code so that when we click on things, you can tell us about the different features of your outfit there that you selected. Okay, good start. Let's take a look at Lois. Oh, I love how it says LK Fashion. It's like your own fashion line. Lovely. Who's the right and left key to the music? Oh, that's so cool. I love that. So Lois even added different music. Dress changes shape and color to match the formal occasion I'm attending. The bow keeps track of my manners. He gives tips on how to be more polite. You even wrote LK Productions down there. That's cool, Lois. Really went all out with that one. Super cool. Thank you, Lois. Okay, so remember, I'm giving extra credit for going above and beyond and adding in different features. Okay, let's check out Daniel Dixon. Let's check it out. Woohoo, it's colorful. Hola, look at my new Spider-Man. I went too fast, I couldn't read it. The eye camera thing will make a barrier to protect me. They'll be sorry for messing with me. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Wow. Nice start there. Looks good. Okay, next we have Jessie. See, I know Jessie did something interesting here. Not quite sure. Okay. Well, Jessie, this is definitely interesting. Is your fashion this little creature here? Are you gonna tell us? These are my boots. I stole these from the cowboy. Okay. And this is my hat. I stole it from Scratch. Okay. And this is my shirt. And I also stole it from Scratch. Okay. Well, interesting there. Thank you, Jessie. Very interesting. Okay. So if you didn't do this one yet, please make sure that you save it in there so that way I can go in and check it. And then I have to go back and check some of the people who were missing some of the beginning ones. So please make sure to catch up. Okay, so let's move on now. I'm just clicking in. Thank you to the kids who did there so that I could show it as an example. Again, I'm not really showing, I'm just showing it just so you could see each other's and critique it a bit. It's really not meant, you know, it's just meant for fun. So please just know we're just celebrating your work. Okay, so now next one we're going to be doing is our fashion poll. So let's go ahead and get started with this.
Hey, and welcome to day 5 of CS First Fashion and Design. Today, you'll create a fashion poll to find out people's personal tastes and opinions. To do this, you'll learn about an important computer science concept, variables. This poll discovers if the user prefers yellow or blue sneakers and whether they prefer pandas or penguins. The person who takes the poll can vote for a sprite by clicking on it. A variable is a way to store values. In this program, each vote is stored in a variable. It's important for fashion designers to understand the opinions of people who will buy their designs. Months pass between a designer's initial idea, production, and selling the product in stores. A fashion designer needs to find out the tastes and opinions of potential buyers ahead of time so they'll make something that people will want to buy. Fashion designers, as well as people in other fields, find out this information through market research. Through market research, you can find out who your potential customers are, what they want to buy, and how much they're willing to pay for it. Market research helps ensure that customers love what you create, so your fashion business can be a success. After you finish watching this video, click the Fashion Poll Starter Project link to open the Starter Project in a new tab. Now it's your turn. Click the Fashion Poll Starter Project link and click the green next arrow to watch the next video.
Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our starter project. So remember, what you need to do is rename it. So you're going to put your name. This is lesson number 5, and this is fashion poll. And then you're going to do file, save now. So make sure it's actually saved. And then we will move along into our next video.
In this video, you'll decide what to compare as part of your market research. At the end of club today, your fellow members can take your fashion poll so you can learn about their preferences. Add 4 sprites that other club members will vote to express their preferences. You can build a project like the one you see here by choosing sprites from the library. You may need to make the sprite small enough to fit on the stage. Lastly, you can use the Fashion Pole image link next to this video to download an image from the CS First website and upload it into Scratch. Now it's your turn. Add 4 sprites to your project. Spend only a few minutes choosing your sprites so you leave enough time to create the fashion pole.
Okay, so let's go add in some sprites. I think they had an image gallery here. Oh yeah, they have different ones. So interesting. Okay, so let's try and go in here and see what we want to add. We could upload a sprite from our image gallery, but in order to do that, I would have to save the file. So if you do want to do that, you would just have to save the file to like whichever one you want. You could save it onto like your desktop, and then you could go in here or you could also just choose. All right, let me just do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go, let me just pick a few just for the example. Get this one. Okay, I'm just going to download that one. I'm also going to download sunglasses. I know, I'm just picking a few, right? You can pick whatever you want. Oh, shoot, I just closed it. Shoot. Okay, I have to pick 4. Pick 4 of them. I'm just, you know what, I'm just literally just downloading them into my download folder, and then I'm hoping that that will allow me to upload them. And then let me choose one more. How about, I don't know, why am I making this so hard? Okay. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm gonna hopefully pray that this works. So I'm gonna go into upload a sprite. I'm gonna go into my downloads and they should be there. Yeah, they're there. I wonder if it'll let me upload all of them. So, nope, just one at a time. Oh, it did do 4. Okay, so now I'm gonna move them around. I'm gonna have these shoes. Oh, this doesn't really make sense, does it? Oh, I have to make it make sense. Hang on a minute, okay? Hang on. I did not, this totally doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna delete these. So obviously what you wanna do is pick 2 things to go against each other. Like for example, pick these sneakers and then go get another pair of shoes. So like maybe get these shoes. And then you're gonna poll people. Would you rather have these shoes or those shoes? And then, so now I'm gonna get these shoes. Okay. Okay. I don't know where they went. I am doing amazing today, apparently. Okay. Because I can't even find the shoes where they are. They got lost. Oh dear, where did you go? Shoes, come back. Oh, I don't know where they went. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm gonna try that again. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, after a little bit of playing around, I finally got them on the screen. So you may need to adjust. Some of them have issues. I don't know. Make the size, you may have to play around with the size, the position of them. So, but you'll figure it out. I figured it. If I figured it out, you'll figure it out. All right. So get them in there. Get them in there. Okay, so I just did a watch and then sneakers. Okay, so get in what you want to include for your poll. And then let's do track the poll votes.
In this video, you'll add variables to store the votes for each item on your fashion poll. Computer scientists use variables frequently in programs to store values that will be displayed or used later. You will need a variable to indicate how many people voted for items on your poll. To add a variable, select a sprite to track. This example uses the yellow sneakers. Next, click on the Data menu and click the Make a Variable button. Name the variable something that makes sense for the sprite you selected. In this example, it's called sneakers. The name will be displayed below the sprite. This variable will store the vote count for the yellow sneakers. Click OK. Then, place the variable readout under the sprite. Drag the Change Variable by 1 block into the scripts editor. Click the Change by 1 block. The variable value will increase by 1 each time you click the block. However, nothing happens when you click the sprite. You still need to click the code block itself. Click on the Events menu and add a When the Sprite is Clicked event. Now, each time you click the sprite, the value of the variable should increase by 1. Great work! Now you'll be able to keep track of every vote cast for this sprite. Next, create the same code for the other sprites in your poll by adding a new variable and tracking the clicks for each sprite. Now it's your turn. For each sprite, make a variable and add the code to change the variable's value by 1 each time the sprite is clicked. Remember to test your code frequently as you work. That's how computer scientists find problems early before they've created too much more code.
Okay, so hopefully you were able to see that. So they went into each of them and they said when the sprite was clicked, change the penguin by 1, change the whatever, the shoes. So whatever your variable is, you'll have to make one for each of them, okay? So let me just go back for a minute. So you'll have to make a variable for each of them. So let's have you guys go in to back to there. So maybe just start with the first one. So we have watch number 1. So go to variables, make a variable, watch number 1, and then let's have the event be when the sprite is clicked, then change by 1. Okay, and we may need to kind of play around. So this is watch number 1. Then I'm going to go to watch number 2. And again, we're going to have to make a variable for watch number 2. And I'm going to have to do the same thing. When it's clicked, we're going to change watch number 2 by 1. So then we have watch number 2. And then let's do sneaker number 1 and sneaker number 2. And you can name yours whatever you want. Just make sure that you're actually putting the code. Oh, I should have did it the other way. I did it a little bit backwards. Like it would make more sense if this was number 1 and that was number 2. Well, anyway, sometimes we do things backwards. All right, so let me go in here and do sneaker number 1. Okay, so making that one sneaker number 1. And then when the sprite is clicked, then change by 1. And then sorry, I just totally blanked out. Sneaker number 2. Staring at the screen too long will do that to you. You might completely blank out and forget what you were doing. So when the sprite is clicked, we're going to change sneaker number 2 by 1. So I'm just putting in the polls. Okay, so now Ideally, this would work. If it doesn't work, I might start crying. We'll see what happens. So when we click on here, oh, look, it is working. Oh, it's working. It's working. Oh, nice. It's actually working. Okay. So we made our little poll here. Okay, so now let's go to the next thing here and see. So now we want to be able to clear the poll counts.
In this video, you'll program the Clear Votes button to set all votes back to 0. Select the Clear Votes sprite that was included in the starter project. Click the Data menu and drag out the Set Variable to 0 block. Change the value in the dropdown to match one of your variable names. If you click the block, you'll see the variable's value change from the amount of votes registered to 0. This only reset one value, so do the same steps for the other 3 values, choosing the appropriate variable name for each set block. Try it out. When you click the whole stack, all variables will be set to 0. A big part of computer science is persisting through tough problems. If the first solution you try doesn't work, try again. Next, connect this block stack to the Clear Votes button by clicking on the Events menu and using a When the Sprite Clicked event to start the code. You can read the stack like a sentence now. When the sprite clicked, set sneakers to 0, set high tops to 0, set panda to 0, and set penguin to 0. Try it out. When the Clear Votes button is clicked, all of the votes are set to 0. Perfect. Now it's your turn. Select the Clear Votes sprite, add code to set each of the variables to 0 when the button sprite is clicked. When you're done with this step, ask a neighbor to take your fashion poll. Then, click the green arrow to choose some add-ons to customize your program.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So remember, we're switching over to the clear button, and we're saying that when it's clicked, we're going to set all of our variables. Just pull out 4 of them and we'll change the names of them. So we're going to set sneaker 1 to 0, sneaker 2 to 0, watch number 1, watch number 2. You might want to give yours fancier names, you know, like high top, yellow high top sneakers, gray athletic sneakers, you know, like if you wanted, obviously, I was just trying to get it all in there to show you guys, but you can be way more creative and do that. So now what will happen is when I run this and I press clear votes, we're back to 0. Okay, so it's definitely helpful because you may end up polling different people. And obviously when you poll different people, then you end up with different results, right? So let's watch about the add-ons.
Congratulations on coding an awesome interactive project. Now you get the chance to make your project even more engaging for users with add-ons. This screencast will explain the add-ons you can choose to customize your project. To get started, simply click on one of the add-on choices after you watch this video. In Spinning Celebration, make the sprite spin and change color when it is selected. In Shout It Out, make all of the sprites react when one of the sprites is clicked. If you have a sprite that you don't want the user to vote for, Shrinking Sprite shows you how to make the sprite really tiny when the user tries to click on it. Keep the sprite's vote count hidden with secret votes. Make a sprite demand to be picked whenever the mouse pointer touches it with Pick Me. Remember to use your creativity to customize the design and code of your project. Check out these projects created by other CS First computer scientists just like you. Explore the add-ons that interest you. If you want to continue to create and explore after today's club is over, you can access Scratch and CS First from any computer that can access the internet. Have fun creating and making this project your own.
Okay, so I'll just leave the add-ons as like extra credit if you want to do spinning, shout it out, shrinking sprites, secret votes, or pick me challenge. You can go through and add that in, and then I just give 5 points extra for each add-on. So if you want to get additional points, but the basic code you have to do is just pick 4 different fashion, whatever you want, watches, they had dresses, they had sneakers, shirts, whatever. And then come up with 2 different polls. So whatever, and then put the votes in. And then as long as that works, and make sure that you could clear them out with the clear votes button, then you'll get 100. If you want to do any of the add-ons, you could get an additional 5 points for each add-on. So it really is up to you guys. And I hope that you'll do some add-ons because you could get bonus points. So that would be fun and that would be help your grade. But again, you just have to do the basic code. So please, it would be, if you want to just copy and paste the link into an email, you could send me the link to your project. That would probably be the easiest and best way to send it to me. And then if you want to get bonus points, you can do add-ons and add them in. Here, hang on 1 second, guys, okay? Sorry, guys, we had a little visitor. Mr. Clyde came to say hello. Anyways, hopefully everybody knows what they need to do, and you could send me the link, and then I'll check it for you guys, all right? Okay, so we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.